You're watching KSL 5 News.
An alarming reminder of the dangers of a new drug sweeping the nation and right here in Utah.
This is such a deadly drug. It is kind of new. So it's what do we do?
Talking about the powerful opioid fentanyl. Just a few specks can kill an adult. Police officers are now being warned to protect themselves and their families and to not bring drug residue home with them.
News Specialist Ladd Egan's here with us with more on an incident that's causing a whole lot of concern. Ladd?
Yeah, Dave and Deanie, fentanyl can be up to 50 times more potent than heroin, and it can be absorbed through the skin. A police officer in Ohio found that out in a terrifying way. He suffered from an overdose by simply brushing some powder off of his shirt.
220-some pounds solid muscle, and it overtook him just like that.
An officer in East Liverpool, Ohio, stops a car and finds the inside covered in a white substance.
He just accidentally bumped up against something while he was searching his vehicle, and for him to drop out like that, it's shocking.
He uses gloves while investigating and making the arrest, but later, back at the office, he brushes white powder off his uniform and collapses to the floor within minutes. It took 4 doses of Narcan to undo the potentially lethal effects of the unintended opioid overdose.
It is very dangerous and very deadly.
Here in Utah, police officers are paying attention, especially after last fall's huge fentanyl bust in Cottonwood Heights.
Which was pretty scary to us, and we started understanding how bad that situation could have been.
That's led investigators to be more cautious, ask more questions, and not touch drugs with bare hands.
What can we do not only protect ourselves, but protect our family members, because we bring this stuff home?
Unified Police Lieutenant Brian Lorkey says the fears are real about officers accidentally spreading the fatal drug.
What about the remnants that we're picking up on our boots that we're now carrying into our cars, carrying into our family cars? We're walking into our house. We're walking back into the office.
If you really think about this, these drugs could be used as a weapon of mass destruction. All you have to do is walk into any room, flip it in the air, and people are going to start dropping out.
The drug can also be accidentally inhaled, so in this case, it's not that hard to imagine a situation where that powder on this man's shirt could come in contact with a child, a pet, or another family member. Bottom line, if you come across someone in public that looks like they are suffering from an overdose, Deanie, it's unlikely that they actually have fentanyl in its pure powder form, but you should still be cautious.
Yeah, I mean, your inclination is to want to help, but when you hear that it took 4 doses of Narcan to revive him off just a brush on his shirt.
Yeah, and this officer was a big guy, and it took 4 doses. And Deanie, a month ago, I interviewed a Utah teenager who has overdosed from fentanyl, and he said just holding the pill, he could already feel the effects of the drug.
My goodness. Those are some scary consequences. All right, Ladd, thanks.